All right, hey guys, a little update on a couple things that I'm doing. I got to get the crane buttoned up. I bought a couple parts. I found a way to reuse the come along system. I just unwound it and then fed it through the eyes here. Greased the bearings in there so that thing rolls real nice and easy now. I told you about the round bottom ram we put on it, and that's still working. And then I added this piece of angle iron here, and I made this guy. That's a 2,000-pound shackle with a piece of square tubing. It's pretty thick, pretty stout stuff. I'm gonna weld that into place, and then the come along will hook to that, and then that makes the come along completely replaceable. I don't have to modify it or make it a permanent fixture to this. And then hopefully that'll make up for my lack of drop, since I can't drop it down too low. What's he doing out there? This thing is rated for 1 ton as well, 2,000 pounds. So I read it somewhere here on the handle. Somewhere on the other side, maybe. Capacity 1 ton. And so that's gonna be fine. I think what the ram was a 3 ton, so this thing will easily do what any crane at you know, the AutoZone or Harbor Freight will do. And it's only cost me about what, $41 or $42 for the ram and $5 for the shackle. A little bit of time welding. There are still some flaws with it. It's got some play on that rear hinge, and maybe I'll address that one day, but we're gonna go for it for now. So let's see if I can set up the camera while I weld the rest of this on. Okay. Got the settings set. The metal's clean. I'm gonna find a spot that it wants to be. It feels like it's it. me come from the other side. Throw another beater on the top of that there. It's a little bit better angle. It's not pretty. I think we got it. Okay. Pulley system is set. Now we gotta pick something up with it. What are we gonna pick up? Okay. Pulley's rolling. Pulley's doing good. See, we're still looking at me. Yeah, he still got a good shot there. Oh, you get the ground wire off there. This thing might have had a little too much stress on it at one time, but I think it's gonna be good for an engine. Picks that up off the ground. I don't know how much this weighs, but now we got to use the boom part of it. I don't know how high we can go. All right, stood it right up on end. Is that gas pouring out? I don't think it's meant to come out like that. Yeah, it's gas. Smells good. See if we can lower it back down the rest of the way. Okay. Woo! Well, it's not exactly ideal or the easiest thing to mess with, but it should work. Should work. All right. Well, that's done. I got a crane that works. Now I just gotta wait for the rest of the money to show up and a couple days of good weather. I'm surprised we got a break. Actually, it's supposed to be raining all week, so I don't want to get started in on it and then it start to rain on us, because I am gonna have to pull the engine out of that thing outside and then pull it inside to do the work. But I also got some work on the ground to do here. It's a little deep and choppy for that thing to be driving up, and it's got a bunch of holes in it from dogs, and I already busted one ramp setting these ramps down on uneven ground. I already busted one, so I'm gonna have to flatten out the ground so I can lay the ramps under evenly, and then I can pull the truck up here. So that's what's in store for that truck. And then I got my first 2JZ engine to work on. It's a 2000 Lexus GS 300. So that'll be fun, right? Straight six 2JZ. It'll be interesting to get up close and personal with that thing. I've never worked on one myself. Seen them in a lot of videos, but it'll be, like I said, interesting and fun to work on firsthand. It's just a tune-up though. She might be interested in getting a intake and exhaust system later, but right now we're just gonna do plugs, NGK plugs and wires, and Mobil 1 oil change. And then down below that, I'm still waiting on a guy to show up with his Civic, my friend with his Civic there, and to put in the clutch and the cold air intake for his car. But he dropped off the parts and haven't seen him since. I hope he still comes around, because I don't want these sitting in my garage forever. And then what else? I still got the exhaust to do on Black Beauty, which is kind of on the back burner. I don't know, maybe I might do that before I do the engine pull, since I am waiting on money. Maybe I'll do that before the engine pull. And then the go-kart I gotta do one day. I don't know where that's going to be on the list. And the dirt bikes both need to get rebuilt from the crank up. I don't know what's wrong with the 250. I wound that out a little too hard and something let go pretty violently inside. It was all bad. Rattled around for a second. This one was running-ish. It blew a hole in the cylinder wall between two ports. And I'd have to send the cylinder head off to get fixed, to get the port welded back in, because it's aluminum and I don't have machining to weld on or mill anything, period. But I've got that cylinder head up in a box. Yeah, they think that was like $300 to get it sent out, and then it would get, they'd fix it, patch it, bore it out for a bigger piston, Nickel it. Nickel. It's like a nickel and silicone carbide. I don't know how they coat it. Dip it, I guess. I guess they just. Oh, that was cool. Doing a wheelie down the road. Guy's always going by here doing wheelies. It's awesome. But yeah, so I don't know. Tell me what you guys want to see first. Maybe the quad runs, the mini bike runs. That's just a matter of getting the money together and sending it out. That I need to tear apart, but still, you know, to find out what's wrong with it. Still, it's probably going to cost a few $100s to fix that. And then the trike conversion here, and the Black Beauty exhaust. That's it. That's what I got going on. Those are my projects. The rain kind of slows me down. The kids take up a lot of my time, and the family thing, you know, so I don't get videos out or get to work on my stuff as much as I'd like to, but I appreciate you guys watching and subscribing, telling your friends about me, you know, spreading the knowledge. Yeah, because I don't know what I want to do next. I got yard work to do. The tune-up is probably going to happen next, to be honest, on the 2JZ, the 2001 Lexus GS300. That's probably going to be next. So stay tuned for that one, and we'll go on from there. Oh, and one other thing I forgot to mention. Mike has got a project coming up he's going to be using the garage for. He's got a whole transmission swap he's got to do on his nephew's car. That's a, what was it, 2000 or 96 Honda Accord. Should be pretty straightforward, but that's another upcoming project we got going on. That transmission is actually in the store already. I just got to go and pick it up tonight when I go to work, and I'll bring it home in the morning. And yeah, that might be the next thing, the transmission swap or the 2JZ tune-up. That's probably going to be happening at the same time, or real close together. So stay tuned for those, and keep watching. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Have a good one.